What is your confidence level that, whatever the Giants sell will not be?
We've had 3 teams offer this player contracts in excess of, 10 years. Obviously, every one of them had their medicals. There is no current issue with Carlos's health whatsoever. There's been a lot of discussion about backs and ankles, and there's nothing about him that is currently any form of medical issue. All the conjecture and evaluation of him has been about, physicians using their crystal ball for years to come.
You obviously have a good working relationship with Steve, and I know you jokingly referred to him as King Kong last week, but did you even in your hopes think an owner would spend $800 million over the course of an offseason?
It's Steve Kong or King Cohen were the 2 references. Okay.
I'll get it right next.
Okay, all right, good. I certainly don't want that brand to be in any way misnamed.
But did you think that he would, I think we all knew he would spend, but this is a level that no one has ever come close to.
I don't. The one thing I've noticed, baseball is becoming more like soccer in a way, where the ebbs and flows of talent are what is at issue, not your annual budget. Because what you have to do in baseball is that there are few and far, there's like 28-year-old free agent or less infielders. Take a look. They're not available for, I have Gunnar Henderson that is a great young talent. He'll be available in 6 years. Or Bobby Witt Jr., he'll be available in 5 years. You may have a Devers that might be available, but this is a middle infield talent that you're just not going to find in our system. And so when you're a baseball team and you're looking to find extraordinary talent, my attitude has always been that you do not respond to annualized budgets. You look long-term into your franchise, and you grab the best available talent when it's available. This year we had 6 5+ WAR players available, Judge and Nimmo and the 4 shortstops. That is not going to be in the marketplace next year. You're talking about availability. You may have 1 or 2, but you're not going to have that volume. And next year is going to be more of a pitching dominant market. So as you go to build your teams and you talk about what you do, your job is to say, I have to think long term, maybe over a decade, to talk about what talent I can get and when I can get it, and not be concerned about annual budgets. And this is why our luxury tax system needs a modification to where it's viewed over a 4 or 5 year span rather than an annualized span, because that way the talent pool can be addressed and competed for in a proper way.
Clearly every owner is not willing to do what you're describing, so what does it say about Steve that he is?
I think every sport needs Goliaths, and they also need competitive leadership. We have gotten into a mold in our ownership in the game where we often need competitive drive and leadership to make the game better, to bring franchises to places they may not have otherwise been. And that renewed spirit, that ideology brought into the game is no different than what George Steinbrenner did back in the 90s, and what he brought to the game, and what he brought to this brand, and the results of it were obviously quite successful.